Bonjour. All right. Good morning, everybody. How are we? Happy Sunday. I actually had to think before I started this live. Where is my boy? Let me find him. Sean, where are you? Where is Sean? Sean. Where is he? Sean, have you requested? View. Where is he? There he is. I found him. How is everybody? Good? Good. Where is he? There he is.
I was just going to hold this face until I was live.
You've been holding it for 5 minutes.
I've been trying to get on live. I was so panicked.
Steel.
I was standing there. I was ready. I had my coffee ready and everything.
You'd be like, I've been holding this pose for 20 minutes.
How are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Hey. I know, but right before I hit start, I was like, what day is it? Oh, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little confused. We had a bit of a late night last night. And
oh, really?
we've had a complete breakdown of the system inside.
I just fell over.
Oh, good. Maybe don't get injured during this telecast.
Safety first.
I hear the hospitals are rather busy at the moment.
I think I should just sit down for this story, don't you?
Let's just sit down. We're going to take it nice and easy this morning. Oh, now today we're going to take questions. We're going to be governed by you, the people.
I have a quick question though. Why were you up late last night?
Well, a number of different reasons. First of all, we went to Uncle Alex and Uncle Lawrence's for a lovely barbecue, which was lovely because there are quarantine partners. Before anybody screams at me, they're the only people we see. I think I've said that before. So then we came home and I decided to show Flynn a little bit of the Mask of Zorro. And then it all got a bit overexcited. And then time kind of went out the window.
Hi, Lana.
Oh, hi, Lana.
Hi, Lana. I love you.
I'm sending big love to you, darling. We're trying to figure out a way, just so everybody knows, that we want to do this, but we want to also get a third person on that we can talk to and interview and stuff. We don't have the technology yet to have the two of us do this and a third person, do we? But Mark's working on it because he's the cleverest.
Mark is very, very tech savvy, and if anyone can figure it out, he can. But if any of you know, if any of you have any good ideas of how to bring other people into this, please DM us or message us, and let us know. Really quick before we take some questions, I just had the most epic experience about 20 minutes ago.
What?
My sister and her husband and her two girls who are 9 and 5, Elise and Anya, just FaceTimed me and my parents and gave us a fashion show. It was
lovely.
Amazing. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. My sister was wearing her husband's like cycling outfit. He was in her coat that he hates. I mean, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And inevitably, my youngest one ended up naked because she loves to show her bum. It was so funny. They're trying to sort of come up with creative ways of things to do with the kids. So there's a recommendation from me as a fashion show.
Well, we're having a sort of a fashion show, but similar, but it's a fashion show with no clothes. The boys now love when they get out of the bath to do, I'm naked, yeah. I'm naked.
I wonder where they get that from.
I know, I'm a little concerned. It's at this point I've realised how lucky I am that they're both boys, because I'm concerned I might be raising two children who are going to end up on the pole.
Yeah, but I still do that, and I turned out all right.
That's true, you've turned out okay, fine. But they are doing it in the front window of the house, so it's a little red light.
Lana just said that she loves to show her bum too, and I can attest to that.
That's true, actually.
She does have a nice
We've all
bum.
seen a little bit of Lana's bum.
Lana's got the best bum in the biz.
Someone just
asked you how your finger is. Yeah.
I broke my finger because it was a nice sunny day and we had a bit of swimming with the boys, and I was trying to get Leo out of his nappy and his shorts, and his foot got caught in his shorts, so I went to grab him to stop him from face planting the concrete, and I rammed one finger into my other hand and broke it back the other way. Ooh. And I could see it was broken. I was like, oh no, shit, and I can't go to the hospital, so I had to snap it back the other way. Extraordinarily painful. But I just knew that, you know, with a broken finger, there's nothing they can do. All they do is they put it back in place, which always hurts, so it's better to do it straight away. And then they strap it up. So luckily, Tanya got me some ice and some tape, and I taped it up for the first day, and then she went to...
But what is that contraption that's on it? Where did you get that from, then?
It's like a splint you can buy from CVS, and basically, once you put your finger back the straight way, you're sort of supposed to lock it in place so it heels straight. Otherwise, you get a wonky finger like Tanya's.
Are you going to have to wear that for the entire pandemic?
Possibly. Well, it depends on how long the pandemic is. But I might have broken something else by the time we get to... And this may be on my toe. We're not going almost out at all at the moment, other than to our uncle's house.
Oh, I have a question for you before we take questions from the audience. Besides your poor little finger, I'd like to know how the virtual convention went yesterday, because it's the first time I've ever seen that be invented because of the pandemic. So how did it go? What was your experience like?
It was great. I was a little dubious, and I wasn't sure whether it would work, you know, and there's a couple of little tiny technical things like we have. But other than that, it was fantastic. It was lovely to see Jared and Andrew and everything. And then I got to do sort of one-to-one chats with people all over the world, some in Italy and Brazil and in different parts of America and England. And it was great. It was kind of like, it was like being a roving reporter. I could just ask people, how's it going there? What are you doing? How are you managing to beat the boredom? And I was really inspired to see lots of people being optimistic and following the guidelines and doing their bit and stuff. And I think it was a resounding success. I'm really glad. Hey, Poo-Poo. I was really glad that Wizard World did it. And they were...
Hello.
Let's say hi to Bex.
Hello, monkey. Good morning. What are you wearing today?
It's a nice little Batman ensemble. But we went with a Batman Star Wars combination pack. And Wednesday socks, just to keep things nice and confusing.
Just to keep you on your toes.
And then this guy has a lot to say.
Hi, Flynn.
He's also sporting the latest Marc Jacobs Batman line, which actually isn't even out yet. Yeah, I shouldn't even show you that because that's not even available till next spring. But it's a lovely. It's all weather. It breathes like Egyptian cotton. You can do stretches in it. You can do star jumps, or you can just go out around the neighbourhood. Really, nobody gives us sugar anymore. So, yeah. Should we have a fashion show at lunch? What? Take away what? He's going to take away beer till it's Christmas. I'm not sure what that means.
No.
I know. I think it's his way of saying maybe Daddy's drinking too many beers.
We're English. What are we supposed to do without that?
I have no idea. He's no son of mine.
Unfriend, unfollow.
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah. Muted. Muted and blocked. No,
well, just to mix it up,
Oh, I like it. Very nice. It's got a lot of Christmassy feel. You're right, Leah. Just hang your head. Come here.
Yeah.
All right. Come on. All right. So what? Now, was there anything else that we had to bum fashion? Love it. Yes, Lulu.
Did you just say bum fashion?
I think somebody wrote bum fashion. Erica, go to bed. I see you, Erica.
Erica always tells us to go to
Erica
bed.
yesterday, and she was like, "Do you remember the?" I was like, "Of course I remember the go to bed thing." And she was like, "You were really angry." I was like, "I wasn't really angry. That was my joke. So angry."
Mate, you were living.
Oh, speaking of, I just looked at Twitter just before I got on the phone to you, and I saw one of the things that's trending today is hashtag Hollywood is rubbish or Hollywood is go to bed Hollywood sort of thing. And I was like, oh, what did Hollywood do while I was asleep? And apparently people just woke up and were like, screw you, Hollywood, which I kind of get because, like, if you watch the Imagine video, which I think was the intention was good, and I like almost all of those big stars. But when I watched it, I was a bit like, what are you saying here? Imagine there's no possessions while you're in your $100,000 bathroom. It feels a bit of a mixed message. So I was a bit like, oh, I'll keep that to myself. But I guess people have just woken up and everyone's fed up and pissed off and angry and sick of being inside. And I guess the Hollywood thing, people are just like, yeah, today's your day. Okay, will you go get it?
No, in the boot of the car.
Okay, can I just do this call with Rebecca and then I'll go get it, okay? Computers.
No, I understand when people get sick of celebrities going, wash your hands, stay in. It's like,
shut
up.
However,
when people are stuck inside, what do? We all watch things that Hollywood made.
Well, the other thing is, the funny thing was all these people saying how much they hate Hollywood and Hollywood can go to hell, but they're all using GIFs from Hollywood films and images from television shows. I was like, all right, if you really wanted to make the point, maybe do one yourself, because, you know, what would we know? But I
Someone
just thought
knows-
that was amusing. That
It
today is probably Hollywood's day for a good kick, and maybe it deserves it. Who knows? I mean, but we'll see. We'll see when no fresh content is made for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
If we do start yearning for films and books and records and TV shows again.
I tell you what kills me is now would be a really good time to put Friends back on Netflix because I really need it. It's like my antidepressant and it's just not available online all the time. It's annoying.
That's an ant for A.
Someone just asked me if I think that Carol killed her husband on Tiger King. Absolutely.
Carol 100% killed her
Said
husband.
her husband to the tigers.
She's the smartest out of all of them. Big surprise. Out of all of them, who's the cleverest? The woman. She totally. Do you know what? I watched it after everybody had become a phenomenon, and I kind of was like, I think I have an unpopular opinion. I'm not enjoying this. They're fascinating characters, but they're all terrible people. But I was talking about it to my friend Alex, and he said, but what's fascinating is that all of these fascinatingly disturbed people are all in the same world movie. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And then he's like, and that Carol probably killed her husband. I was like, yeah, that's true. And then the fact that Joe ends up, in jail and stuff. I was like, yeah, I suppose when you think about it, it is an interesting story. But I wonder if we weren't quarantined, would it have become quite the phenomenon that it's become? I mean,
maybe, I think it's definitely more popular because we're all at home watching TV.
Well, it became the zeitgeist, didn't it? It became the thing that everybody was talking about.
But did you hear that they've reopened the case and they're looking into investigating her again now because of the big phenomenon of it all? So they're actually going to.
Are they also going to reopen a tiger's tummy to look for remains? I mean, how do you? I don't. The question is, I don't know how she would have got away with it. She's a very, very clever woman, but she's also, she comes from what it seemed like she came from a really tough life, and there's few things in the world that have got more innovation than people have had it really tough because you figure out how to make the world work for you. So she's obviously got something right, but I just thought it was so weird seeing people like, who's that guy, the guy that took over and he was driving around Vegas with like a tiger cub in his car so that he could pull girls. I was like, oh,
that was weird.
And he's like calling Ed Hardy and just stupid shit. Yeah, they all started to bother me. Anyway, enough about...
Let's answer some questions. Someone just asked me if I've cut my hair. No, I'm scared. My hair is just getting longer and longer and longer. And
you're going to be like Rapunzel by the time we come out of quarantine.
I'm going to be tangled. My hair is a mess, but no, I don't dare do it because... my hair is about 50% of my personality, and if I cut it off and I do it wrong,
you're like Samson. If your hair is cut off, you'll lose all of your strength. But also, if it does come to the point where Mark's cutting your hair, I'm gonna need to see that video.
Maybe I should do a live of Mark giving me a trim.
Oh, do you know what? The entertainment value versus the cost. It's a high price to pay, but it might just be worth it.
Don't forget, the cure can't outweigh the cost.
That's true. Otherwise, what are we all coming back to when this is over?
A lot of people without good hair.
Hello, somebody from Israel. I just saw Israel. Now, I've been told I can go back on these, right?
Yeah, if you touch the comments, you can scroll back up. Someone just said they like my glasses. That's not a question.
Yeah.
I'll take the compliment.
You can do statements, Sean, did you just wake up? Wow, amazing. Yeah, I woke up and it was amazing. I was like, thank God, I'm still alive. I'm not in a coma.
Well, you look good considering you're tired.
Yeah,
someone just said Finland. Someone's got wine.
What's up, Finland? I know, yeah.
I'd like to go to Finland.
That's Daddy's coffee, yeah. Don't drink it.
No, Daddy needs that. It's medicine.
Yeah. Yes. Don't cut your hair. Just don't Team Bex. They're concerned about that.
Sean is so handsome. Who said that?
I didn't see that.
Did you
Where
type
is
that?
Milo? I'm guessing Milo's out on a play date or something. Probably out down the town centre.
He's out social distancing.
He's gone out to make some space between you and Mark and himself.
He's doing some social distancing tummy time. Someone just asked how many times we've seen Once Upon a Time. I've only seen it once. I haven't
seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of episodes, but I haven't seen all of them.
So what's the point of watching the ones that you're not in?
No, exactly. God. No, do you know what the thing was? I think when we were shooting and it was airing, there was so much going on, and we just had Flynn, and there just wasn't really time. But I don't know. I tend to sort of watch things maybe once when they air, if I catch them, and then if I don't, sometimes I can't
watch anything I've done. I watch it once and then I can't watch it again. I can't bear bear it.
Yeah, I
bear
think
looking
you
at
want
myself.
to kind of see it to see how it's cut together, what stayed in, what got
Yeah.
cut, what reaction they went with and stuff. And also, I do it because often I'll watch something and go, "Oh, sugar! I didn't check the lens size. My reaction was far too big for what I was doing." That's a lot, and that's somebody just said any advice for actors. One of the things about television or film acting is it's not the same as theatre. If the camera, meaning the lens, a large lens, meaning that you're quite close up, you can do little, and the camera will pick it up. Whereas if you're far away on a long lens, you might have to make that gesture bigger. So that's just because I saw somebody ask a question. So I know that that's sort of out of place, but just something to remember if you're starting out as a screen actor.
Someone's just asked me if I'm going to do another book club thing because I was doing like a hashtag read with Bex thing, and
Easy to do with a newborn, isn't it?
No, the answer's no.
Yeah.
Haven't read a book since halfway through my pregnancy. So
I'm finding I actually did read for the first time.
You can read.
I read. Where is it now? I've lost my bloody book. I've got it. I think
you could read.
There's a friend. No, I looked at the pictures. But I had about like an hour, and a friend of mine called Stephen Bradley, who's a film director, wrote a book about he got cancer, and obviously he survived, thankfully. But it's about him trying to make a movie while dealing with getting cancer and stuff. And it's a fascinating book, and it made me, even though obviously it's a bit upsetting hearing about a friend getting cancer and realizing that, it made me very grateful that despite being in lockdown and everything that's going on, I was like, I'm healthy, my family are healthy, there are things to be grateful for all the time, and I'm really glad. I've read half of his book. It's such a quick read, and it, instead of depressing me, which things like that often do, it made me go, do you know what, don't moan, be positive, be happy, be grateful, you know. So
amen. Apparently, amen. Lana's apparently got a question, but I don't see what the cost. Everyone's going, Lana's got a question, but I can't see it.
Lana has a question. I love you, Rebecca. I do.
I like it. Can I do an Italian accent? Ciao, come stai? Va bene, molto bene, perfetto per mia.
Rebecca, you are a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever visit the Czech? I've never been to the Czech Republic, funnily enough. You must have been.
Haven't you? Wait.
I've never been. It's one of the only places in Europe I haven't been.
I've been to Prague 3 times.
Hang on. How much do you miss? How much do we both miss you?
So
what
much.
Is infinity plus infinity?
Infinity times infinity and beyond is how much we miss Lana.
To the song All Gold Chains and Waterfalls.
Huh?
It's a musical motif. We miss you terribly, Lana. Terribly, terribly.
She's lovely.
Frankly, I miss everybody at this point. I mean, I feel like we haven't seen the world in so long.
Yeah, I tell you, that's what I miss the most is my girlfriends. I miss my mates. I miss sitting around and just talking bollocks about bollocks. I really, 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 really miss the company. I mean, I didn't realise how much I need to be around other people. Don't get me wrong. Love my husband. Love my kids.
Sure. Me
and
too.
I love myself. I love hanging out with me. I crush my me time. But my God, do I miss going around my mates and having a laugh and having a beer and just chilling. I cannot wait until we're able to do that again. I miss it so much.
I'm the same, and I'm a very tactile person, as you know, as are you. And hugging your friends, like, this is fantastic. The fact that we have this technology is amazing and fantastic, and I'm so grateful for it. But I like to hug my friends. I like, you know, to be in the physical space of them, you know, and to have a meal, to laugh, to drink, to tell stories and stuff like that. So it's tough. But, you know, I keep thinking, I don't know how long the gratitude will last for, but the gratitude we're all going to have when we come out, those simple things, going to get a coffee or just walking with somebody that's not in your immediate family in the park, or just stupid shit. I think we're going to be so grateful. And I do think, despite this year kicking off pretty fucking terribly, by the end of this year, imagine New Year's Eve this year could be literally like one of those ones when the World War ended, where people are like, I'm going batshit. Maybe not batshit crazy. Sorry, poor choice of words. Poor choice of words. Not batshit.
Bat suit crazy.
Hashtag Maguire, go to hell with your bat suit. I walked straight into that one. But yeah, I think, you know, like going to a festival like a South by Southwest, or God forgive us, a Coachella, or you know, something where there's thousands of people congregating. I think it's going to be one of those bizarre things where we're all just buzzing off the human contact and the human energy. And maybe I just, you know, without getting Like, I don't really believe that God has anything to do with this or fate has it. I think it's just, you know, it was bound to happen. We were going to have a pandemic. Now we have, but maybe we'll learn something fantastic from it.
Well, someone just said that Lana's got another question, but I've got a question for Lana. How about
Yeah?
Flip it.
Yeah?
Flip that
Yeah,
script,
Lana,
Bex.
Lana, I've got a question. Who do you prefer working with, Sean or Bex?
Oh, snap. Now. Oh, dear. Well, I'm already willing to lose this one. Are you ordering takeout?
I don't
We
know.
are ordering takeout. We're cooking a lot more, but we are. That Tanya. Lana just asked, are we ordering takeout? Yeah, we are. We do. We want to support. We really want to support our local restaurants. We want to, but we are trying to be good about, you know, shopping like once a week, and then. It's been another thing. We waste so much food in this country, in our house, and so that thing is like trying to cook and use everything that you bought, rather than being wasteful. It's another little thing that hopefully, you know, we'll all get a bit better at that and conserve a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I asked Lana that question. She said that was an unfair question. Oh, well. Pandemics are not fair, are they? Pandemics are not fair.
No. Well dodged, Lana. Well dodged. You know, amateur. She knows what she's doing.
She ain't
stupid, if you can write your question in English, forgive us and our stupidness, but it's too hard to translate on the. Where is it? Okay. Now I have to literally. We're going to do a roving reporter doing a scavenger hunt to find a Kindle from the car.
She said she likes working with us the same. Blah 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 blah.
Lana's going to run for office in 2024, and she wants to be a diplomat.
She's got my vote. How was the experience of meeting fans in Brazil for both of you? It was amazing. I have never, ever, ever heard people scream so loud in my life. I love how loud Brazilians are. I love it.
They are the wildest of the wild. And but also I always expected when I visited Brazil that they would be like the most passionate, wild, excited people. And man, they did not let us down, did they? We had so many fun days. And I'm very much hoping, it's not official yet, but I'm hoping that I'm supposed to be coming back at some point. Was supposed to be coming to Brazil.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see. We'll see what the pandemic has to say about all of that. But that is my hope. So.
Oh, Sean, someone just asked you your favourite question.
Which one?
If you could be any other character in Once Upon a Time, who would it be? That's your favourite question.
I have so many answers. I would like to be. I don't know. I guess it would have to. I think the idea of cross-dressing just would be so exhausting. If I had to be you all that green makeup, I don't think I could deal with it.
I don't know. I feel like you look so good in a dress, babe.
Well, I've got the bust for it. What does?
Absolutely.
I don't. Do you know what? As I've often said, I don't think I could have played any other character on the show. Really, realistically, no. I wouldn't have cast me as anything else. I mean, I was quite lucky to get Robin Hood, frankly. So. I'll just stick with me, but it's a good question. It's a fair question.
Oh, here's a different question: tea or coffee? This is my second cup of coffee. What do you prefer, tea or coffee?
Do you know what? I like both. Coffee to start the morning to wake me up, but then if you're having like
a nice drink in the afternoon,
yeah, like
a cup of tea. You know what's really interesting about me. There's so many things. But since this pandemic started, all of a sudden my ability to make an epic cup of tea has just gone through the roof. Every brew I make is excellent. I don't know what's that about.
Because you have the time. You're not rushing. To make a perfect cup of tea, you need what? 3-4 minutes of the bag? 3 minutes. A little bit of swishy round.
A good soakage. 3 minutes is my magic number. If I time it, it's a great
3 minutes for a cup of tea, 4 minutes for a boiled egg. They're the rules I live by.
Ooh, I didn't know that about boiled eggs.
Well, if you want the perfect boiled egg, because I make boiled eggs and soldiers for the boys, and so that you chop the toast up, it is working. Oh, and then what you do is so that you can dip the toast in the egg, you need them to be just a little bit runny, but not solid. 4 minutes. It's the key, people.
Bye, Lana. She's leaving.
Sean, would you go back into EastEnders?
Oh, would you?
Do you know what? It's funny. Somebody texted me or tweeted me that I'm on UK Gold or something. My episodes when I joined the show started again, which is lovely. But do you know? I would never say never because I have no idea what the world is going to look like in a month, let alone 5 years. But I made an exception with Once Upon a Time and went back. But whenever I've left a show, I've never gone back to it. And just as a golden rule, I don't really like going backwards. But you know, maybe when I was a bit older, if the kids were grown up and going to university or school in England or something, maybe, you never know. I did get asked to go back about a year or two ago.
Did you really?
Yeah. And funnily enough, it was in connection with an actor called Patrick, oh God, what's his name? Patrick Bergen, who was in Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts.
Oh, yeah, I love that film.
And I did a movie with him in Ireland called Songs for Amy. And the weird thing was his character was called Aidan Maguire. And my name's Maguire, and my character's name was Aidan. So it's very strange. But in answer to that, I don't know. Maybe one day. I just. Do you know
that I have never worked in the UK as an actor ever?
Really?
Not once.
It'll be really surprising for you when you finally do, because it's amazing. The crews are amazing, but like, you know, with American shows, they have loads of money in craft services and flashy trailers and things. In England, it's like a tea and a sandwich and a chair. Okay.
Someone just said that Mark is the best and he's so handsome. That's true. My husband is very hot.
He is very handsome. I'm just. Okay, bring the car keys, but don't lose them because we'll need them at some point.
Don't take the car out.
Bex on Doctor Who. Oh, you'd be a good Doctor Who. Either as a doctor or the doctor's assistant. You could do either, couldn't you? Really?
Can't I just do it all? Wait, can I be the doctor and you be my assistant? Will you be my assistant?
Like that. That would actually make a good combo, I think. Although, I think they're called Whovians, might have a connection fit if we were both or either of us cast, because they're quite specific, aren't they?
A little bit. Someone just said, is there going to be a con in Israel? I have never been invited to a con in Israel.
Never been invited. I would love to go, though, because I would love to visit Tel Aviv. I would love to see a bit of Israel. But as of yet, we have not had that call. Do you think if we didn't travel out of our own country, we'd have less problems? Well,
what do you mean?
I think if she's referring to if we all just stayed in our own country, yes, of course, things like pandemics and diseases and things wouldn't spread, but also the whole point of human existence is to travel and experience and embrace and have all the fun and adventures you can. So, you know, you could live your whole life under house arrest and live to 105, but what's the point if you're not going to actually live the years?
I was supposed to be in Belgium this weekend. What? I'm supposed to be in Ghent in this minute at a convention, and I'm stuck here talking to you.
I know, shit. Well, we should have been in Europe too. I think we should have been in Italy next week or something like that. So,
for Milan.
And I spoke to some Italians yesterday who were doing great, who were being typically wonderfully Italian and strong spirits and keeping happy. And I feel like it seems like Italy might have hit the worst bit and now starting to.
Really?
I don't know for sure because I've been trying to avoid the news, but I feel like they hit their apex. I mean, the worst has, I hope, already happened for you, Italy, and I hope it's starting to return to...
Come out the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this wasn't fun, was it?
Bring Oregon, bring Rumpel to Oregon. I actually, Bobby actually emailed me the other day just to check in, which I was happy and excited about. He seems to be doing well. What's your favourite English food? Do you know what? Don't you miss like a great Sunday roast?
Oh, yeah. Yorkshire pudding gravy. I miss it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Football on the TV, and I miss that. That's one of the things I really miss.
Sean just said that Italy's down to the 3%, like new cases a day in Italy. So that's fantastic news.
That's good. That's what I was hoping that. It's... Do you guys miss being actors? No, can you tell? Yeah, I think. Well, this is maybe. I was thinking about this thing of everyone going, "Oh, shut off Hollywood." I was like, should we just shut up and not say anything, or should we just stay quiet? Should we? And I came to the
Stay
realization
quiet.
that,
When have we ever stayed
well,
quiet?
we
ever?
can't. But
You and me.
the thing is, what I thought is, we're not going out over like Channel 5 television. You're only going to see us two idiots if you're looking for us.
Right. It's a choice.
So yeah, it's a choice. And if you've joined us, this is on you. Don't look at us.
We're not ramming this down your throat.
No. There's no ramming. There's very little to no ramming. And if you were doing it, it's all on you. So we accept no liability for the interestingness or the boringness of this conversation. Favorite Asian food? Oh, too much cheese. Love a curry. Do love a curry.
Sushi.
I'm not a big sushi fan, but
I have to go and put Milo down for a nap.
you have to go and put Milo down.
For a nap.
Oh, is he? Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that was really quick.
I know. We had a good time, didn't we, babe?
We very much did. And I'm sorry if we missed your questions and stuff like that, but we will do this again, and we will try to find a way to get. We've got lots of people that we want to talk to, guests and friends that are willing to come join us. So we're going to figure out our technological stuff as soon as we can.
Yes.
And
but until
please,
then, you're just stuck with both of us. But we love you all.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll do this
Yeah,
again in a
thank
few
you,
days
guys.
because we love hanging out with you. We really do.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Lots of love, and stay safe and stay in, and we'll see you
Love
soon.
you. Love you,
All right,
babe.
love you,
Take
babe.
care.
Bye,
Bye,
darling.
everyone.
Bye.
Love you.